Alright folks, unboxing video. So this should be a motherboard, and I will spare you what it is until I get it open. But I get quite a few motherboards here, and I've made a few mistakes where I've said I was getting one and it turned out it was a different one. So we'll wait till we get it out of the packaging. Okay, cool. So this is the AsRock B365M-HDV, and this is supposed to be a 9th gen compatible, which also makes it 8th gen compatible motherboard for Intel processors. All right. So obviously out there is H310M, there is the B360s. There is Z370, H370, Z390, and now they have the B365M. So let us go ahead and take a look at the back of the packaging, and hopefully I can get this so that overhead light is not wrecking what you guys see. Alright, so we're going to get into this. So there's some things about this that will be slightly different from some of the other motherboards I've seen, but for the most part, this is just like a B360, I would say. It's not until you switch over to the AMD ones where you actually start to really see new features as it pertains to these CPUs. So let's get this. Take a look at it. Now, I will do a review later after I assemble this. Right now, though, we're just going to do a little overview. Hopefully I won't make any mistakes on what we're talking about in here. But this is the first time I've seen this motherboard, so it's possible. Alright, so you got 2 SATA 3 cables included, so that is always a nice thing. Input shield, which most likely this motherboard will end up getting resold. I did pay for this with my own money, but to get more stuff into the channel, I have to buy stuff and resell it a lot of times. So I probably will not actually install this in the next computer, just so it looks good. Alright, so we have a installation disc, and oh nice, they included an M.2 screw. Nice user manual, even though it got a little wrinkled up there, but I always, sometimes I'm really disappointed with some of the installation guides you get, and then other times I'm like, whoa. So AsRock and MSI do a really good job on including these. Gigabyte does not do the best job, even though I really like their motherboards, but that's another story. So let's go ahead and look at the motherboard. And I'll try and do some flyovers. I will try. I gotta be careful touching this. Usually I try to have my static equipment. So I'll try and do some flyovers. I will try and call out if I see fan headers, things like that, that you, if you're building at home, or you want to know. Alright folks, so let's go ahead and go over the features of this motherboard, and let's get started with the easy stuff. So this is where your Intel 8th or 9th gen CPU is going to go. Alright, it's not going to work for 7th, so a lot of times I get these questions from people. Can I use a 7th gen on that? No, 8th or 9th only. Alright. Now, make sure when you buy your power supply to go with this that it has a 2x4, basically an 8-pin connector. And this comes from the power supply to power your CPU. So that is an important thing there. Now, you notice we've got 3 different PCI card slots. And this is going to be for your big graphics card, hopefully. And these would be if you were going to do either add an additional slot for another M.2 or let's see, Wi-Fi card, or if you wanted to have additional USB 3.0s. Okay, so you could use those for that. Now here is where the M.2 is, and when I do the review and I actually do a build with this, I will have done a NVMe M.2 SSD in here. Okay, so over here, this is going to be your HD audio connector from the case. All right, this should be this should be the USB 2.0 from the case. Now, this is your case connectors, all right? So, HDD, LED, power, reset, those guys, those little annoying connectors, they go there. This is a fan header, okay? So there's one there, all right? And it looks like a third one there. Excuse me. That's the CPU fan. So you have two fan headers, so you can have two case fans. Let's rotate this. All right, so we've got 4 plus these two SATA 3 connectors, so you can have at least 3 hard drives if you wanted to. This is going to come from your case. This is for your USB 3.0 connector. All right, another USB 2.0. This is coming from your power supply. This is a 24-pin connector, all right. 2 slots for RAM, all right. So I don't know what the max memory is on this guy. I should probably look that one up. It's at least 32, and it's probably more like you probably have 2 32 gig RAMs. But if you're buying this motherboard, you're not going to do that. So I would think you can buy a much better motherboard. All right, so we already noted this is CPU fan header, and I think, you know, for the most part, there's your CMOS. Okay, if you ever screw something up in your BIOS, this is a spot, at least one of the spots you can try to reset it, and that usually fixes a lot of stuff there. All right, so over here. So this is, you know, not one of the most exciting motherboards. We know it does support 9th gen, so that part is good. You have USB 2.0s, okay, 2 of those. Here is your old style PS2 keyboard mouse type connectors. VGA, DVI dual, HDMI, 4 USB 3.0s, Ethernet, headphones, microphone, and I forgot what the blue is, but I never used the other one. So, that said, just so you know what that is, because I hate when people go over stuff and they don't actually tell you what things are. Here is the instruction manual, and I really can't read what that says. So 4, 5, and 6. Line N is the light blue, front speaker is 5, and microphone is pink. So basically headphones is also basically what 5 is. All right, so that is just about going to do it, except for a little flyover with the camera. Now you guys can, if I missed anything, you can see it. I know a lot of people do appreciate when I do this for them. You know, I don't know how many other people have unboxed this one, and I don't know how many of them are doing this in 4K. But you know, hopefully you like the video. If you don't, hey, let me know what I could do better. Besides changing my voice, changing my overall style. Those things probably are not going to change, but if you got some constructive criticism, go ahead and let me hear it, alright? Thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe.